Hey everyone, this is Jeffco 21st Century Virtual Academy News, and I'm Gracie Baker. Congratulations! Wednesday was 12/12/12, and you will never have to see a repetitive date again in your lifetime. Guess what's coming up? Your least favorite time of year, finals week. It's from Tuesday, December 18th to Thursday, December 20th. Last day of classes this semester is Friday the 21st. Do you want to be on camera like me? Join the news crew. You can write the script or film a segment for fame and, well, not fortune, but yeah, at least you'll have fame. Juniors and seniors, please remember you have plenty of scholarships to look at. And don't let the holidays distract you. Stay strong and steady in your coursework for the rest of the semester and you'll be golden. Do you like anime? The RA and Anime Club has been trying to organize a Miyazaki film marathon. Join the club and Schoology to help us organize this. That's all of this week's news. Thank you and have a great day.
Everyone, this is Gracie Baker for Jeffco 21st Century Virtual Academy reporting live from Basswood Avenue in Johnstown, Colorado. Here's 10 facts I bet you didn't know about the holidays. 1. The world's largest Christmas present was the Statue of Liberty. The French gave it to the U.S. in 1886. 2. Franklin Pierce was the first president to decorate an official White House Christmas tree. 3. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle Bells was originally written for a Thanksgiving celebration in 1857. Another bit about Jingle Bells for number 4, it was the first song ever broadcasted from space. 5. There's a song that claims that girls run the world, but they also run the North Pole, because male reindeer shed their antlers and all Santa's reindeer have antlers, they're therefore all girls. 6. The president wanted you to go green. Because Teddy Roosevelt cared about the forest, he banned Christmas trees in the White House. 7. The poinsettia originally grew in Mexico. Feliz Navidad! In the early 18th century, fruitcake was outlawed entirely throughout continental Europe. These cakes were considered as sinfully rich, but I don't think I want one now. They're hard. 9. The Druids used holly and mistletoe as symbols of eternal life and placed evergreen branches over doors to keep away evil spirits. Do those symbols sound familiar to you? And 10. There are currently 78 people named S. Claus living in the U.S. and 1 Kris Kringle. I'm reporting live from a house on my street that is known for its Christmas decorations. Just take a look.
Hi everyone, this is Tracy Apel. I am a community liaison at Virtual Academy for students with the last names H through R. You might know me from homeroom if you've ever stopped by, or from a couple different clubs that I run. But Tabby Smith had sent me a message in Schoology asking if I would answer 5 questions for the news this week. So we'll get started and see how I do. Her first question is, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you are? And I would have to say somewhere in the middle to high teenage years, high school years, because mentally I've never left high school, which is probably why I enjoy working at Virtual Academy so much, because I feel such a connection to all of you guys. Of course, I am reminded quite often that I am no longer a teenager, but that would be my answer anyway. The second question is, what's something you know you do differently than most people? I think one thing that I do differently than a lot of people is that I organize my closet by color and by type, and I kind of have a strict system that I follow to keep it organized. It helps me think better and figure out what I'm going to wear for the day. The third question is, if you put a chameleon in a room full of mirrors, what color would it turn? I have spent a lot of time on this question thinking about it, and I think I have a good answer, and I think it's the right answer. I'm assuming that these mirrors are all set up already and the chameleon is just plopped in there. And so I'm going to say the chameleon would be whatever color it was when it was put in with the mirrors. So if it was blue or green, it's still going to stay blue or green because all the colors will just reflect back on each other. Hopefully that's right. Fourth question is, why are people so scared of mice, which are much smaller than us, when no one seems to be scared of Mickey Mouse, who is much bigger than us? I think that's a great question, and I have no answer for you. I would say maybe because he's cute and has a cute voice and will talk to you. I'm a little more creeped out and disturbed by clowns, and I would like to know why are clowns so creepy. That's kind of more where I get a little nervous. Last question is, what is your absolute favorite food? Definitely would have to be chocolate. I love chocolate. I think it's a food group. I try to have some every day. And I realize some people may not agree that it's a food group, so I would have to then say French fries. Definitely French fries. Although, right now I do have an unhealthy obsession with eggnog shakes from McDonald's. So hopefully the season will wrap up quickly here and I can be done with my drive-through adventures. Anyway, so there are my 5 answers to the 5 questions. I hope you guys have a great weekend and that you spend it wisely working in your classes, trying to get caught up or stay caught up so that you finish strong. And we will see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys.
Why? You want to know why. Step into a tanning booth and fry yourself for 2 or 3 days. After your skin bubbles and peels off, roll in coarse salt, then pull on long underwear woven from spun glass and razor wire. Over that goes your regular clothes, as long as they are tight. Smoke gunpowder and go to school, jump through hoops, sit up and beg, and roll over on command. Listen to the whispers that curl into your head at night, calling you ugly and fat and stupid and whore and, worst of all, a disappointment. Puke and starve and cut and drink because you don't want to feel any of this. Puke and starve and drink and cut because you need the anesthetic, and it works for a while. But then the anesthetic turns to poison, and by then it's too late because you're mainlining it now, straight to your soul. It is rotting you and you can't stop. Look in the mirror and find a ghost. Hear every heartbeat scream that every single thing is wrong with you. Why is the wrong question. Ask why not.
Hey Internet, so today I'll be talking about this book. It's called Marked. It's part of the House of Night series, and it's written by PC Cast and her daughter Kristen Cast. And this book is about this teenage girl who gets marked. Her name's Zoe, and once you get marked, you start to become a vampire. You start to go through the process of becoming a vampire. And so she has to leave her friends in public high school, her boyfriend and her best friend, who are also 2 of the main people. And then she has to go to this vampire school where other people are going through this change, and she has to live on campus so she doesn't live at home anymore. And she also realizes that she starts to feel elements, like whenever they're in a ritual that they do once a month and they call upon air, earth, wind, and fire, she feels the elements, which is very unusual for a girl who's only been marked, who hasn't become a full-on vampire yet. So she has to not only go through this process of being marked, but she also has to realize that she's different from all the other vampires, and she has to accept that. So I really like the book. It has a very relatable teenage girl to it. They didn't underestimate or exaggerate any of her emotions, but it was a lot like any other vampire love story you've ever seen. And it's like the mix of a teenage novel of this girl in high school who doesn't know where she belongs and like Twilight. It's a big mix of those. And that really, I mean, when I read vampire books, I like it to be changed up. I wouldn't like to be guessing every single thing that's going to happen next and then get it right. But other than that, I give this book about a 6 out of 10. I'm only giving it that because the teenage girl was written very well. But other than that, it just wasn't, it wasn't something that I would want to finish off the rest of the series with. It didn't leave me going, oh my god, I wonder what's going to happen next. And nothing like that. I really didn't enjoy it that much. And if you like vampire books, then I would suggest it. I mean, at least read it and see how you like it. But other than that, it's really not something that I will continue to, finish off the rest of the series. But thanks for watching. Bye.